right, still on Bush Camaro, we've got door panels going together. What I've got here is I've got the rear quarters. They're already done. Nice French seam rolls over. There's a cloth insert that goes inside of this thing that covers literally this line perimeter here. So pattern the front door panels, they're sitting right here. I'm doing the stitching on them right now to get a French seam to go all the way around here to match this as well. So later today we'll have these glued into the actual fiberglass panels. They're sitting right here. This one gets handed to me. So that's not the one that goes here, but same thing, it's just inverted. So yeah, we'll glue the seam right along this edge right here. It'll be all nice and wrapped, and then there's a cloth insert that goes right here that holds the armrest on this one, and that's the window crank, obviously, and the speaker.
Some people might use a low jack or a car alarm for or car security. Not this guy. Shotgun rack. This is a rack. It's made to hold a rifle, adjustable, so you can use different sizes in there. And then it's got electronic, it locks electronically, so there's a key. You can also hit a button to open it. So I've got a button here, and then there'll be one in the front. So that's what the customer wants. We've also got a trunk popper in here. Put it under this cover, and then the battery up in the corner there. So this is new filler cap we got. It's a RideTech billet piece. It's really nice. It's lockable if you're into that. And then, it's nice, easy to use. And bottom of this car is pretty action-packed with the exhaust cutouts, the whole independent rear suspension, and the Art Morrison chassis. There's not a lot of room under here to run stuff, so brake line's in, fuel, I've got fuel filter up on the frame rail here, and then I'm gonna run a soft line down, put a bulkhead through this stub off the frame, and then I'll have hard line going up to the motor from here. Well, it'll go up to the firewall and a little whip going off to the motor. So yeah, that's next on the list. Install a fuel line, and then run a line from the battery up to the starter.
So many updates on this car. It is one of a kind, obviously, and lots of really cool work going into this vehicle. Way back in the day, I did an update on putting the quarter windows in, changing them over to power windows. So we got front door and quarter window power instead of just the old crank. And we decided, hey, these aren't really rolling very smooth, so let's change out the nylon rollers. We have nylon rollers over here on the bench. I'll show you the old ones versus the new ones. So these are the old rollers that were on the track, and we get some really nice new reconditioned rollers that we'll put in. So I've done the driver's side, and I'm just reinstalling the glass right now and getting it set into the track. Then I'll set the track and make sure that the window opens and closes fine and smooth as far as that goes. Kind of challenging because you are working with an almost complete car, so you got to be super careful with paint and with felts and fuzzies, and then also we have new wiring in the car as well. So just kind of working around that stuff, trying to get these done today and get these windows closing really nice and smooth.
All right, so I got the radiator all installed. We got the shroud kind of mocked up for the stainless steel shroud that's going to cover the radiator here. We have the AC condenser put in up front here. It's hard to see, but that's all in. And next I'm going to start going inside and working on some of the inside wiring. All right, we got the gauge cluster installed and lights, key, all that ready to go. We got a glove box in now that functions. I think that's it.
It's finally time. This car's been waiting for a minute. Kevin got it all wired, finished up. now I'm putting fluids in it. Just kind of going through, working from top to bottom to back, making sure everything's good, there's no leaks. So yeah, got motor oil in it, power steering. I just finished the transmission and gonna move on to the rear end. So once that's all done, we'll lower it down. I'll keep all the spark plugs out, turn everything on, make sure everything's happy, prime the motor, then I'll put all plugs back in it, spark plugs and all that stuff, and see if we can hear it make some noise. So it's been a long road to go on this one. It's been through, I think we're the third shop on it. It'll be alive soon, so, and I know that he'll be excited. He's owned this car for better part of 15 years from what I heard. Maybe more than that, 20 I think, maybe. I could be making it up. He's had it a long time. It'll be alive soon. Yeah, I haven't heard one of the LS's yet with the cutouts. We heard Doug's T-Bird with the cutouts on it, and it sounded rowdy, but it was a 347, and this one's a 525, so she's got a little more compression to it. Plus, they're loud as it is, so can't even imagine what it'd be like.
The T-Bird was the one where you could switch it to cut out, or?
That's what this is too.
Oh,
so it's got a switch on the dash. You just hold it and it rolls them open. So yeah, pretty cool.
It is finally together. The only thing left to put in is the driver's seat. After they do bleed the brakes, everything like that, then make sure all the electrical works, then we'll put the seat in. But everything else is in. Back seat, all the door panels, kick panels, filler plates, the whole center consoles ran. It's finally together and it looks really, really good. So we'll kind of pan in here, glide over everything, but
getting up the brakes all finished up on it. Had to do a little massaging to get that bracket on there. These are factory Corvette knuckles, so we're doing the wheelwood calipers and rotors on it. Monsters, front and back. This car should make some noise this week, I hope. So once I get the brakes all bled, we'll line it up. I'll throw the tailpipe back on the other side. Motor's got oil, transmission's got oil. I got to put the diff additive in it and fill the rear end up. This thing's getting super close, so kind of excited to hear this one. We did the exhaust on it. Kind of a different style because we had to go under the rear end because of all the independent rear end stuff, so everything kind of hangs down. There's no way to get the pipe in between all the bars and the cradle and everything, so the mufflers are remarkably tight under there, so I think it's going to be a little noisy. Should be cool though. Finally there, crunch time on it. It's going to the Portland Roadster Show this week, so he's picking it up tomorrow. I took it out for a spin earlier today. Had a couple more tweaks to do on it. Calibrated the speedometer, just got the vintage air calibrated. Krosky came in and did the UV protection around the Fessler glass. So that's all done, so we still got to pop the wipers on. And couple of the little things, but just making sure all the stuff is done and ready to go and presentable for them. So this one's been quite the project. It's been, I think we're the third shop, second or third, I'm not really sure. The first shop that started the car went belly up, and then he had to get an attorney to get the car out. Lost a bunch of parts, and anyway, we finished it. So we got it. Let's go for a ride.
that Nova